May I come,
Please,
sir?
please, please.
Thank you, sir.
You're an engineering graduate
Yes, sir.
and you have been with Accenture.
Yes, sir.
Do you think that Accenture is an employee-friendly company?
Yes, sir. To my experience, it was very employee friendly at that point of time. Now that I have left, I am not aware of the situation.
What's its annual turnover?
Yes, sir.
What is its annual turnover?
Sir, sorry, sir. I'm not aware of that exact figures.
Is it an India-based company?
No, sir. Its headquarters is in Ireland, but major operations take place in the US.
What is an MNC?
Sorry, sir.
What is an MNC?
MNC. MNC. Sir, MNC stand for multinational corporations. It is the corporation which has multiple offices at different countries and different locations, and it operates partly independently or having a centralized policy imperatives in
What's the
location.
difference between service-based company and product-based company?
Service-based company is basically the company which focuses mostly on providing the IT services. For example, the services range from BPOs, etc., to software servicing or software maintenance. Whereas a product-based company is a company which develops a software product and sells it or rents it or have some options of selling it to different buyers.
Given a choice to you,
Yes,
like
sir.
choose either like a product-based or a service-based, what would be your first choice?
Sir, the product base is always in the high demand. So,
What's like a problem with the service-based company?
Sir, in the service-based company, generally the career progression stagnates at a point of time. Whereas in a product-based company, you get to learn a lot of things, and since you develop a software from the scratch, so it gives a lot of experience. So I think product-based company.
Since you have mentioned that you have been that in charge of your training and placement.
Yes, sir.
Coordinator.
Yes, sir.
What is icebreaker?
Sorry, sir.
And you love the guitar.
Yes, sir.
What are the different types of guitars?
Sir, there is classical guitar, which is has Spanish origin, and then there is normal acoustic guitar, and thirdly there is electric guitar. Now this is based on 6 strings versions. Now there are various versions of guitars which has different number of strings from 6 to 12 strings. So in that aspect it varies.
What is low pitch?
Low pitch is the generally the bass sound, the most can I show?
Yeah.
The humming sound like this is low pitch, and if you want to know high pitch, the same note is having a shrill sound, then it's called high pitch.
Kind of sound is it? High pitch or low pitch?
Sir, generally it is called a percussion sound. But yes, sir.
How is it percussion?
So bass note is there, but the bass note is significant over here with a slight tinge of.
How do you define pitch? You are a guitar player?
Yes, sir. Yeah. So pitch is so I'm not now here.
Right.
Sir, so you are a production engineer, right?
Yes, sir.
Can you please tell me how? So I want to make a bolt. What is the process right from starting? I want to make a bolt.
Generally, it involves from starting. It involves casting. Then
this bolt is made up of casting.
Sorry, sir. Actually, I have not brushed up my concept due to
forging actually, not casting.
Yes, sir. Sorry, sir. First, I think it's forging, then casting or something. So I'm not
You
aware.
have seen a bolt?
Yes, sir.
Threads are there?
Yes, sir.
Is the process of cutting the thread?
Okay, sir.
Tell me some machines related to production engineering.
Sir, a lathe machine, welding machine, and there are different types of welding machine like friction stir welding or sir, as I can remember that much. Sorry, sir.
You have what do you mean by SEZ, Special Economic Zone?
Yes, sir. So special economic zone is a zone or an area created in a town or a township or city where special incentive or discount in terms of tax are given, concession in tax are given.
What is the broad objective? Single most objective.
To increase the business and production or manufacturing.
Business in terms of what? Export.
Yes, sir.
SEZs are more export oriented.
Yes, sir.
Is EEZ, Exclusive Economic Zone?
Exclusive economic zone, sir, as far my knowledge goes, it goes under UNCLOS agreement of the United Nations.
Can you define how much distance it covers from the seashore?
Sir, I think it's 200 nautical miles.
Very good, 200 nautical miles. So you have been in Chennai for some time. I think for 7 to 8 months you have been in Chennai.
No, sir. Actually, it was work from home.
Work from home.
My office location was.
Office was in Chennai.
Yes, sir.
Can you tell what do you understand of work culture?
Sir, work culture generally refers to the overall environment of the office, where the employee and boss relationship and employee-employee relationship is to be factored in.
Corporates are infamous for having bad work culture.
Yes, sir.
Can you name one any private organization in our country having a good reputed for having a good work culture? Even that is a corporate entity. A good work culture there.
Sir, as I worked in Accenture, I would say Accenture has a very good work culture.
Any other organization apart from you, sir?
What I've heard is Tata.
Yes, and Tata is having reputed for having a good work culture.
Yes, sir.
Who established Tata?
Jamshedji Tata.
Very good, Jamshedji Tata. Have you heard of Wipro?
Yes, sir.
Who established Wipro?
Sir, I'm not able to recall.
A very famous philanthropist.
Yes, sir.
Can you remember the name? Because you all belong to the corporate Accenture, Mindtree,
yes,
so you might be knowing Wipro or
yes,
the things. Okay, right. Do and search. Go
yes,
and search.
yes.
Yes. You do cycling.
Yes, sir.
Can name a famous person in our history of independence who has cycled from India to erstwhile India, that is now in Pakistan?
Sir.
Can you remember somebody who started cycle journey from one place to right now that place in Pakistan? Go and see. Why I am asking you this question, because exact question was asked to a candidate in the interview board last year.
Yes, sir.
And his hobby was cycling.
Yes, sir. I will definitely remember.
Okay. Achha.
Out of the name Mahanandia.
Sir?
Mahanandia.
A famous local Odisha, he in news also. He has a long journey of cycle.
Sweden.
Okay. You have been a student of PS, Political Science and International Relations. Yesterday there was some news regarding your China.
Yes, sir.
India and China border.
Yes, sir.
Any have you heard of it? Or external affairs minister said something?
So in the context of External Affairs Minister statement, I have not
yes,
aware.
I'm telling you that statement.
Yes, sir.
He said that 75% of disengagement in Indo-China border is complete.
Yes, sir.
So what the Indo-China border is known as?
Sir,
although not defined, that is what is that?
LAC.
LAC. What is what do you mean by LAC?
The line of actual control.
Actual control.
Yes.
And there is something called as LOC.
Yes, sir.
What that is?
So it is in the western side with Pakistan.
Pakistan.
Yes, sir.
So tell me the basic difference between LOC and LAC.
Sir, LOC stands, as the name suggests, for line of control.
Line of control. Okay, very good.
But the LAC is, as I can recall, it stands for actual control, because there is a claim of both sides on.
See, in LAC, what LAC is not defined.
Yes, sir.
LOC we have UNAC agreement, Simla agreement. So by those agreements we have formalized the LOC.
Yes, sir.
But LAC we have not formalized.
Yes, sir.
It is subjective. Just by some mutual agreement, yes, this will be the place. You won't be coming here, I will be coming there.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So LAC is not defined. And another most important difference between LOC and LOC, which is most unstable, LOC or LAC?
LAC.
LAC. Have you had any bullet firing in LOC in last 50 years?
Sorry, sir. LOC.
LOC is unstable. Every day there is bullet firing.
Bullet firing.
But LAC, there is no bullet has been fired in last 30-40 years.
Yes, sir.
Only some skirmishes are going on,
Yes,
but
sir.
no bullet firing.
Bullet fire.
That is one of the most peaceful border.
Yes, sir.
After 2020, the situation is somehow green. Before that, it was very peaceful. The Indian soldiers will come, Chinese soldiers they will become hi, hello, then they will go.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Achha. In Indian subcontinent, what are the geopolitical advantages of India because of its location in in a particular net region?
Sir, the first geopolitical advantage comes from its maritime location. We have a long coastline of around 7,500 kilometers. So that gives us a strategic advantage of the Indian Ocean, as the trade routes are routed through Indian Ocean only. Secondly, we have Himalayas in the north, which protect us from it has protection from weather, geographical protection, as well as from our neighbor China, two hostile neighbor, Pakistan and China. Secondly, as I said, the trade route is one of the
near to the location, near to the trade routes.
Yes, sir.
Can you name some important sea trade routes?
Sir, first is North Atlantic,
near to India.
Near to India. The Malacca Strait.
Malacca Strait, yes, very good.
One
in the eastern side.
Eastern
the western side.
Suez Canal.
Suez Canal is there. Gulf of Aden.
Yes, sir.
Why that is frequently is in news?
Sir, because of it being placed in the Persian.
Okay. But what happened? What is the trade there?
Sir, the piracy is.
Yes, very good, piracy. Can you name one country from which the pirates belong to that country only?
Sir, as I can remember, it's mostly Somalia.
Yes, that is only Somalia.
Yes,
the
sir.
pirates are from Somalia. What is known as Horn of Africa?
The Horn of Africa is generally it derives its names from its geographical feature.
Like what are the countries?
Sir, the countries are Somalia. I think to one extent Eritrea. Djibouti is there.
Yes. Achha. There is you hear something news like debt trap diplomacy.
Yes, sir.
What is that debt trap diplomacy?
So it is a type of diplomacy where generally a debt is given in exchange of some.
And this is the brainchild of which country?
Sir, China.
China, yes. So what happens in debt trap diplomacy?
Sir, generally China what it does is it gives debt to developing countries or least developed countries and in exchange develop their assets. As the debt cannot be
why that cannot be repaid? Because interest rate is very high.
Interest rate is very high. Yes, sir. As it cannot be repaid, so the China takes over the assets, and
ports,
yes, sir.
Establishment,
airports.
Very good. Africa.
Yes, sir.
Why India needs Africa? Why the importance of Africa for India?
So firstly, it's because of the natural resources potential it has. Secondly, Africa is the fastest growing continent, and as our exports are getting higher, it forms a greater market for exports of our country's products. As we can see, for example, our motorbikes or cars have been exported to various African countries. Thirdly, sir, our defense exports can be boosted in the Africa.
No, in Africa there is a region called as Sub-Saharan Africa.
Yes, sir.
Why that is frequently in news?
Sir, it is frequently in news because of violence and territorial conflicts.
Other things.
The things are
low in all parameters of human development.
Yes,
Hunger, poverty, health issues, all these things are very prevalent in Sub-Saharan Africa. Can you name one or two countries in Sub-Saharan Africa? Please go on to watch.
yes.
Tell me that recently we renamed the city of Port Blair.
Yes, sir.
What is that name given? Given to Port Blair, new name.
Vijay.
You don't remember exactly.
Sir, I've read the news. Currently, I cannot recall.
Okay, sir. Can you mention the basic difference between Andaman Nicobar Island and Lakshadweep? What is the difference?
So geographically, first the difference is it is an extension of Himalayas. The island formation was because of the collision of Indian plate and Asian plate, and the islands appeared.
The basic difference, which is a coral island.
Yes, sir. Sir, that was
yes. Okay, the direct answer. You got it. Lakshadweep is a coral island.
Coral island.
Yeah. In Indian Ocean, we have some countries called Oceania.
Yes, sir.
What do you mean by Oceania?
Oceania is a group of.
Okay, no issues. Tell me, what is the GDP contribution of agriculture in Odisha?
Sir, it is somewhere approximately around 17 to 20, if I can.
Okay. Tell me what are the basic impediments for industrialization in Odisha?
The impediments for industrialization is firstly, as I can remember, it's infrastructural deficiency.
Okay, next.
Mainly the skill mismatch. Thirdly, the major focus is on export of raw materials. So we need to.
But when they ask you this question, please answer that it is the land issues which is taking the center stage when it comes to cannot the land the conflict related to land arrangement, land acquisitions. Which company left Odisha because of this land problem?
Sir,
POSCO left Odisha. What do you understand by infant mortality rate?
Sir, it is the death of children under, I cannot recall the exact 1 year.
Or
per thousand
live births. Is maternal mortality ratio?
Sir, the ratio of deaths of the mother.
Number of mother
per 1 lakh.
1 lakh?
Live births.
The last question for you. Then you will be at the chair in the suppose administration. What news that some of your subordinate is engaged in corrupt practices. So, what will be your approach?
Sir, firstly, I think I'll try to collect the evidence where
Okay.
they are taking bribes or doing something. Then I can approach either vigilance or higher authorities for prospective actions, and secondly, I can take the action based on the evidence.
Next,
Then,
next but more, the most important thing you left. Corruption is not happening just because your employee is there. It is because people are also
Yes, sir.
being
Yes, sir.
trapped into these corrupt practices.
Yes, sir.
So it is your duty to create awareness
Yes, sir.
that these are corrupt practices. If at all you get any such info, please contact to this authority or please contact on this number.
Yes, sir.
Information dissemination and making awareness is also very important to tackle corruption. Only by taking action you cannot weed out corruption.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. Rahul, किसी बचा
Recently in news like the Panchasakha Setu. What is it?
Panchasakha Setu.
Yeah, correct. Have you heard about Mo School?
Mo School?
Yes, sir.
That is being renamed.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Who were the Panchasakhas?
I need to read more on that.
Okay, please go through this. Panchasakhas. What are Panchasakhas in the Bhakti movement time?
Yes.
What are Panchasakhas in the Satyavadi time? Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.